What's happening, world? Dog killers. That's what's happening. I have this friend. Her name is Alexis, and this is the story of the day. Just to let you know, she's a med student, and she's decided to become, a doctor. And in her building, there is this small dog. It's about an average height. The dog's name is Dixie, and it's a male dog. And I'll put some pictures over here right now, so you can get a chance to see what the dog actually looks. But she told me a tragic story, and when I first heard this, I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is such a terrible story. Why are people so messed up?" I don't know, but it just breaks my heart when innocent creatures like a puppy or even a small dog that just likes to cuddle with you gets tragically hurt. So going back to the story of the day, she was on her way home from the hospital because she's doing her practicum over there, and her building, Dixie is where she lives. Now, Dixie is not actually her dog in general; it's the building's dog. But she's like, she gets Alexis considers Dixie like kind of like everybody's dog, because everybody always pets it and says hi to it, and all the times. So one day, like I said, she was heading back from the hospital, and she noticed a bunch of people surrounding her building in like a small circle area. And she was like, "What's going on? I don't understand this. What's the big commotion?" So she walks over to see what's going on, and there on the ground, surrounded by all these people, is Dixie lying on the ground, all beat up and cut up and smashed, and her head is cracked open. She's bleeding everywhere, and she was pronounced dead. Dixie was pronounced dead that day, and she was like, "What the heck happened?" Like I don't understand. He was fine when I left to go to work, and now he's dead. What happened? And her manager of the building was so like frightened and didn't know how to describe the experience she felt, because death is a big issue, but death is like it's something that affects us all personally. I mean, I had a lot of relatives growing up who passed away, and it hurts you emotionally. Even like an animal who may not be entirely in your family, but friends are also part of the family life cycle as well. So what happened was, she heard that there was a man walking down the street during the time she was at the hospital, and this guy was probably on drugs or something, because he was like walking weirdly and talking weirdly, and who knows what was going on through his head that day. But he claims that the Dixie ran up to him and started biting him. Now, I don't never get a chance to meet Dixie in person, but I've heard from Alexis, saying that Dixie was such a nice dog. She was friendly to everybody. She would never ever hurt anybody. So thinking that this man would actually claim that Dixie attacked him, just is a big hoax. It's not really real at all. So normally if the dog attacks you, or he claims he got attacked, you would just like leave it alone and carry on with your day. But he was like crazy as he is, did not do that. He left the dog alone for like, let's say, like 10 minutes, but probably he came back with a machete in one hand, a rock in the other, and just started beating the crap out of this dog for no damn reason. Like he just went on a crazy rampage. He started like attacking, slashing, and used the rock to crack crack Dixie's head open, and it just like seems like the people are so stupid when it comes to these small things. It's a small dog. Sure, it'll bark and growl and everything. Just leave it damn alone. Why you have to be such an idiot and attack it and make things a lot worse? And the cops did arrest this idiot, and they threw him in jail. But she fears that the justice will not serve him right, and that he'll be released with a fine or community service or something like that. And she feels that like he would deserve a lot more, like more punishment. And I agree, like people who are murderers like this don't deserve to be like left in jail for 24 hours. They need to be sentenced to jail for life sentence. Murderers should be sentenced for prison for life. Like this kind of thing is just a pathetic way of showing how tough you are. It's a small animal. Just leave it alone. There's no point in even attacking it. You don't even know what you're doing because you're whole high up on drugs. You could be smoking marijuana. You could be doing acid. You could be in ecstasy. Who knows what kind of drug you're on? But you just gotta leave small animals alone. I mean, I can see if it's like a snake or like some kind of like a really wild animal, like a big like bobcat or something like that that's gonna attack you. Then yeah, you would defend yourself. But it's a small dog. I mean, it's like it would lick your face instead of bite you, and you would go after it with a machete and and a big rock. I mean, it just makes me really angry sometimes. It's just to think like this world is full of morons and idiots and dipsticks and just it's ridiculous what the world has to go through with all these idiots running around doing stupid shit that would cause all this drama in people's lives and all this emotion. So my question for today is: do you think that this man who caused this incident should be given more of a punishment or less of a punishment? Either way, he's gonna end up having a criminal record, and that's something you can probably never get rid of. Or who knows? But I honestly believe that he needs to be sentenced for in jail for life because things like this need to be gone into prison, and it need to be addressed fully, and need to be made by the judge saying that what this is what you did, this is what the punishment you're going to get, and there's no wrong way of doing it. I mean, hey, if it was up to me, I would made this guy like suffer for his entire eternity for attacking an innocent creature who would like cuddle with you instead of attack you. And just because you're on drugs, you just assume that the Dixie was after you when he probably was not. Like so. That's my opinion. What's yours? Leave in the comments below. Answer the question if you want. Leave a video response. And until next time, this is AirPod 15, and I'm out.